Hi, I'm Emma and I wanted to show you a great new planner. It's called the Hello Time Planner and it's been developed by a company called Illustries. I'm such a stationery geek and I know you stationery lovers will appreciate all of the little details that they've thought of in coming up with this new design. So I'm going to start with showing you how it arrives. They've thought of everything, so you open up the outer wrap so you have a really sturdy cardboard box which makes sure that your book arrives looking really smart. And when you open it up, you see this little welcome message, which I really like. So it gives you a hint of the wittiness that's to come. So it says Hello Time, which is the name of the planner. But when you actually look in more detail, we have the hello, thanks very much for your order. Now go ahead and enjoy a little more time. They've really thought of everything. So it's a perfect gift. It's beautifully wrapped. I'll just get that out for you. And it's in this really heavy tissue paper so that it's perfect to gift. I think the recipient would really enjoy kind of opening this up. You have real attention to detail. This little sticker really sums up the Hello Time philosophy. So we have this think, plan, do, play. So the idea is that by getting a little bit more organised, you have more time to do the things that you really enjoy. And again, the name of the Hello Time Planner and the little logo here. So I'm just going to go ahead and open it up, which is the really exciting moment. I'll rip it for you. You can see straight away that the design is really kind of classic, but still exciting. This deep black cover. Let's take the rest of that away. The immediate first impressions is that it's really quite grown up. I know that there are a lot of planners on the market and I've actually looked at quite a few and a lot of them claim to be really different, but actually when you end up looking, and they're pretty similar, a lot of them have this wire bound design, but this book's case bound, which means that you won't lose any pages. It also has this great flexible cover, but it's still really sturdy. And if you can just see, I'll see if I can catch the light, you have this really smart debossing on this buckram cover. So it's really tactile, flexible, so you can kind of take it anywhere, but it's also going to last you for as long as you need it. You have this, the cover sort of brings the Hello Time idea to life. You have hello here, you can see in the detail, really nice debossing, really crisp, and you have time at the bottom, but in between we have all of the things that you can use this book for. So we have notes, doodles, details, plans, dates, meetings, brain waves. So everything that you can use your Hello Time Planner, it sort of sums it up on the cover. And again, it's got that kind of witty feel to it. So it's not too serious, but it's definitely something that you can take out in meetings and feel really, really proud of. I've bookmarked some stuff that I want to show you. So I'm just gonna swap over and get the one that I prepared earlier. This is a first edition, so literally the first one on the market. So you have this great smart black cover and black and white styling throughout, but you also have this little bit more informal scribble design. You'll see that in several places throughout the book. I love this little ribbon detail as well. So again, in this pop of plaster pink, so really kind of on trend, but still classic and smart. And I think that's the whole thing that I love about this planner, is it's really smart in its design. So we'll just start to flick through. It's called your 24-hour personal assistant, so it really is something you can take anywhere, and we all need one of those. And it starts off with this introduction. Time flies when you're having fun. So again, it explains the philosophy, how you can use it, but what I really like is that it's very flexible and it's designed to suit you. So the Hello Time Planner has all of these different tools. Again, you use them in a way that suits you, so it's kind of designed so that you can get what you need out of the planner to achieve what you need to achieve. And that might be a business goal, it might be getting more organised at work or at home, but you can use each of these tools in different ways. We have the goals, my month, so you have 12 monthly overview pages, my week, so we go down into weekly detail, and then I don't know if you hate carrying a notebook and a diary, I do, so I love the fact that this is all in one, and we have our notes section. There are loads of different things to look at in here. Sketchpad, I'm a real doodler if I'm on the telephone, so I love to just be able to doodle, so we have our Sketchpad section. And then some real kind of useful tools like the brain dump, sorting out your worries, problem pages, and lots of ways to think and dream about your plans. And then an actual planner process. So again, this is something that I really love. So it gives you 7 steps to go from here to wherever you want to be. We'll have a look at that in more detail in a second. We've got loads of to-do lists. If you're like me, it's never ending. So we have loads of to-do pages, and you can actually do some of that on the weekly pages as well. And as the Hello Time philosophy says, when you've got it done, you can enjoy the life that you love. Again, a hit of that plaster pink, and I really like this. There are lots of inspirational quotes dotted throughout the book, and we start off with this really motivational one, so go ahead, be amazing. And again, a little bit of kind of hint of humour, no pressure. So it's kind of realistic as well. It helps you dream with your feet on the ground. Go straight into the goal setter. So it has some prompts for you, so things that you could delegate, so you could stop doing, so that's just as important as getting things started. We've got things that you can develop, what you could do more of. Again, little inspirational quote here. Yesterday you said tomorrow. Pops of the plaster pink, just to give the page more interest. Things that you might want to finish, but also the squares that are blank, you can add your own goals into. So it's really about what you want to achieve, what you want to start doing, what you need to get on with, but it's about setting your goals for the time ahead. This, again, we have this really nice crisp black, and the little statement, so we all know this rhyme, 30 days have September, but it's really nice to have it at the start of the diary section. And in here we've got the leap year. And I don't know if anybody knew, so I love this, again, attention to detail, but in a leap year we assign February 29, and I think we all don't quite know how the rhyme ends, but I like that they've got that. The month section, again, really flexible. So the planner is undated, so you can get started anytime you like. It's got a clever little calendar that comes with it. And this, so the most precious gift of all is time. And again, that helps you if you're going to gift the planner. We have the 2016, 17 and 18 dates, so that you can obviously fill it in for the period that you're looking at, but also easily reference what kind of dates that we were looking at last year and what's coming up in the year to come ahead as well. Literally, it will last you for as a whole year. And you can, on the month page, you can add the days, if you want to the dates, and on the week pages you can add the dates in, so that's really up to you. Again, really flexible, and you can keep that. I keep mine in the back of my Hello Time planner. So on the month we have this little don't forget area, so a space, so again you can use it how you like. I actually write down my priorities for the month, or you may have your really important meetings or deadlines, whatever you want to add here, maybe your birthdays that you don't want to forget about. Again, a little motivational quote. So don't let the start stop you. I like that one on the first monthly page. A take note section, again, you could use this to just note down what you need to do this month or anything else that you think is really important for you. Then we move into the My Week. I really like the fact that this runs up the page, just gives you a little bit of interest. We have a section per day and then a dedicated section for the weekend. Again, a little bit of plaster, so there's that colour kind of running all the way through the Hello Time planner. On the right hand side you have this really flexible space, so I use this lined area for my to-do lists that are associated with the week. So I have a bigger to-do list that runs at the back, but then I can look at what I need to do this week and just note down what I want to tick off. And then this space I use for just little notes to go alongside my tasks. I know some of my colleagues use this completely differently, and I obviously put appointments in here, but they maybe have appointments or deadlines, and then they'll make notes specifically against the day, or I put my personal stuff here, doodle when we are on the telephone. You can really use it how it suits you. And then I really like this little detail here. So it's got this way of rating your week. So this week, it's my week's been awesome, alarming or awful. I like to do this on Friday with a glass of wine. Just again, a little bit of a hint of humour in there. So there are enough pages to take you through a whole year, and as I said, it suits any month and any week, so there are enough week and month pages to last a year. And again, it's interspersed with these little motivational quotes. I love this one, actually I can, watch me. It just kind of gives you that little kick that you need. What we have also, which again, a lot of planners have the same system all the way through, and I think after several months you're going to get really bored of that. So this one has this little change of plan, and a couple of months in, the layout just changes slightly. So it's still the layout that you've been using. You have this lined area where I do my to-do lists, and you have this blank area that you can use, and the week to rate, and you have the same spaces for each day, but it just changes it up a little bit and keeps you interested, keeps you planning for the year ahead. When you come after the diary section, we have the to-do section. As we all have loads of things that we want to tick off, so you have these really cute little tick boxes, so you can write down all the tasks that you want to achieve, and as you get them done, because you will, you can tick each one off. And again, each section in the Hello Time Planner has this really nice plaster pink break page. So it gives you a title for the section, so you know you're in a new section. Again, I'm using my ribbon bookmarks just to help me find my pages. Then you can put them wherever you want in your book, so you can either bookmark your progress through the year or have them in the sections that you use most. And the to-do section has a couple of different layouts. So these are really sweet. So we have these, if you're like me, you procrastinate, maybe put things off. So there are things that you can do quite quickly, the things you can put off until tomorrow, and the things that you really need to knuckle down and get done today. Loads of pages to kind of make sure that you can make notes of everything you need to do. Then we have our notebook pages, and as I said, I hate carrying a separate notebook and diary. So this means that I can make my notes where I need them. I've got one book in my bag, and again, it's a book that I can take anywhere, so it's not too formal to kind of pull out when you're in a coffee shop or, you know, making play dates at the school gate, but it's smart enough to take into a meeting, and you know, you're always going to feel prepared. The notes pages have a few different layouts. I'll just flick through some for you. So there are, you know, your classic lined pages which help you take lots of notes. Again, some really nice quotes. So you have all the hopes, dreams, determination and strength you need just to keep you going as you're kind of trying to get more organised. Again, the scribble design, which gives that little informal feel to it. And we have loads of note pages. I love this layout as well. Nice blank pages, so if there's something you want to kind of draw up or sketch out, that's great. We have this problem solver, which I really like. So you can kind of solve a problem here, but again, a little bit of wittiness. Write it here, cross it out, turn the page, problem solved. Let's flick through some of those for you. We have to take a moment, remember to breathe, and then when we come to the end of the notes section, we've got things like this, in your dreams, so you can really think about what your major goal is and what it might look like when you achieve it. And then we're on to the worry page. So I love this. It's I like the fact that it reminds you that 85% of the things you worry about will never happen. Now, I think that's a HuffPost fact. So we all worry about so many things, but actually most of them will never happen. And this page is designed so that you can write down the things that are on your mind. It'll help you clear your mind and move along. I've used this quite a lot, actually. It's the sort of things that you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and you kind of need to get that off my mind, and this has really, really helped with that. Again, just flick through some of these pages for you. More worry pages. We have these just little kind of details. Again, as I said, if you're a stationery geek, you'll love these. So the little scribble line here, and 2 a.m. ideas. So the things that you're lying in bed and you think, oh, wouldn't that be great? So you can note down here. And then we've got our bright ideas, and there's even a brain dump page so that you can just, whatever's on your mind, you can kind of get out. We then come to our planning section, and this is just great. So I mentioned it earlier when we looked at the introduction, and this gives you 7 really simple steps from where you are now. It helps you look at what you've got available to you and where you might want to end up. So as it says here, you're only ever 7 steps from right here to wherever you want to be. So this is the detail of the planning page. So you kind of look at what's around you at the moment. So what's life like right now? We have our goals, so where do you want to get to? What do you have available to you in the resources? So what kinds of things can you use to help you get there? And the things that are in your way. The strategy would be what you're actually going to do to to reach your goals, while the details breaks that down into some tactics. And the measure, which I think is really important, because how do you know that you've got where you want to go, is how are you going to judge that you've got there. And this is great because it means that you can use it for any goal that you're planning. So it might be starting a new business, it might be getting healthier, it could be just getting more organised at home. Whatever it is that you want to plan to achieve, this process will work for any of those things. So I've used it for kind of health planning. We've used it together as a business planner, and it's just really, really easy to adapt to what you kind of need to plan. I'm going to move now to, we have a sketchpad section, which is just great. So yeah, it really is a stroke of genius. Again, the plaster pink pages here. So if you're a doodler or you like to kind of draw and colour, and there are a lot of colouring books out there, some, this is a really kind of grown-up version. I love this brick detail, and you can kind of use it however you want. You can colour, you can doodle, fill in the bricks. And there's lots of different designs throughout the book. And you can just use it how it suits you. So there's these really nice geometrics in this one. And then as we just flick through towards the end of the book, again, more motivation, be yourself and you can be anything. This is great. So all the info I'd be lost without. So, you've probably got on your PC or on your phone the numbers of people that you need, maybe some passwords. I know we're not supposed to write them down, or addresses, those kind of things. And this is a great space to kind of pop all those details in. This is a really useful tool. So dates I need to remember but will probably forget. And we have the year kind of spread out, so you can add in your birthdays here, key dates, maybe you can put the holiday dates. Again, whatever suits you. So put in a couple of ideas for you there, Valentine's Day and Christmas Day, Halloween, just so you can kind of look at your year at a glance and see what you need to get prepared for, usually birthdays, I think. And then if we move on, we've got this, as we're coming towards the end of the book, this is really nice. So it's kind of a mission statement, I guess, and one that we could all use. So start somewhere, aim high, work hard, be nice, make changes, keep going, dream big, shine bright. And as it says here, follow these rules and you can't go far wrong. This again is a really great detail. So I would be lost. I've been using this planner for a little while now and I would be lost without it. So they've added this little if found please, and I will be adding, I have added in my version, my email address here. So that if I do lose it and anyone's kind enough to pick it up, they know how to get in touch with me. So as I said, this book is by a company called Illustries. So I think their website is www.illustries.com. And I've had a look at them, and they also do a lot of great books for babies, for weddings, lots of gift kind of occasions, so really well worth checking them out. We're just coming towards the end of the book. Again, the gorgeous scribble design, and ending with the beautiful matte black, jet black cover. And that was the Hello Time Planner. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.